Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Listen, if you are an absolute beginner at learning English, you are in the perfect place. Today, we're figuring out how to actually understand English movies without relying on those subtitles. Now, I want to acknowledge right up front, I know exactly how it feels. It can be incredibly overwhelming, right? You sit down to relax and suddenly the actors are just speaking way too fast to catch the words. 1 second you're following along, and the next it's just a blur of sound. Super frustrating. But hey, don't sweat it, you are definitely not alone in this, and today we're going to fix it together.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our step-by-step roadmap to eliminate that frustration. First up, the fast English problem. Next, a simple daily practice. Then, we'll cover our 5 steps to success. And finally, how to start your movie journey.
Section 1, the fast English problem. Let's talk about a kid named Jake.
To start us off, I want to share a little story about a 14-year-old boy named Jake. He absolutely loves big, fast-paced action movies. You know, stuff like The Avengers and Spider-Man. One evening, he was super excited to sit down and watch his favorite heroes in English. But man, that excitement quickly turned into pure frustration. He ended up asking a question that so many beginners ask: why can't I understand English movies without subtitles? If you feel like real movies are just racing past you, I deeply, deeply empathize with that. Jake actually knew some basic English from school, but the movies, they just felt entirely out of reach.
Let's look at exactly what went down. Jake sat in the dark, grabbed a big bowl of popcorn, and put on Spider-Man: Homecoming. But wow, within like 5 minutes, he was totally confused by these fast, complex words he hadn't heard before. Words like neighborhood, mission, and protocol. He kept pausing it. He tried to guess the meanings, but it was just too much. After barely 20 minutes, Jake felt completely defeated. He turned off the TV, feeling so sad and wondering what was wrong with him. Just because he didn't recognize a few specific words like protocol, it completely ruined his whole movie night.
Section 2, a simple daily practice. Let's move to and see how this builds with a different story.
So Jake actually talked to his English teacher the next day, and she gave him a crucial piece of advice: start small. To see how this works, let's compare Jake's painful method to the success story of another learner, Sarah. Jake tried watching a fast, full-length movie for 20 minutes with absolutely no subtitles, which, as we know, just ended in sadness. But Sarah? She loves romantic comedies like The Princess Diaries, and instead of the whole movie, she committed to just a tiny 2-minute clip every single day. She used subtitles first and then repeated it, and guess what? She was happy.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is what Sarah actually did with those 2 minutes. She found her favorite funny lines, like the classic phrase, "Shut up." She literally paused and repeated these lines out loud just because they sounded funny. She totally proved that learning doesn't need big, boring textbooks. You just need a fun scene that you love and the willingness to practice it over and over again. Section 3, 5 steps to success. Here is your easy guide. Listen, I want to assure you, even as an absolute beginner, you can totally achieve Sarah's amazing results. All it takes is following a rigid but super easy to follow guide. So take a deep breath with me right now. Ready? Okay, we're going to walk through this slowly and steadily. Here is your master list of the 5 easy steps. 1. Easy movies. 2. Subtitles first. 3. No subtitles. 4. Repeat out loud. And 5. Learn common phrases. Let's break each of these down so you know exactly what to do. All right, step 1. Start small with cartoons. Look, if you dive straight into fast-paced, difficult action movies like Jake did, you're literally setting yourself up for a really hard time. Instead, begin with simple, slow-speaking cartoons. Movies like Finding Nemo, Frozen, or even shows like Peppa Pig are fantastic for this. They use much easier English, the characters speak way slower, and honestly, it gives your brain that gentle, fun warm-up it needs. Moving on to step 2. Watch with subtitles first. This is where your ears and your eyes start working together like a team. For that short 2-minute cartoon or movie clip you picked, turn those English subtitles on. Just read the words while you listen to the actors speak. Think of this as your safe zone. In fact, I highly encourage you to pause, read it again, and repeat this step as many times as you want until you feel completely comfortable.
Next up, step 3. Watch again without subtitles. And this brilliantly illustrates the magic of training your brain. You take that exact same 2-minute clip you just mastered with the text, and you turn the subtitles completely off. Because your brain just read the words and remembers the sounds, you're going to suddenly understand the English without needing the text at all. You are literally training your brain to hear the language naturally. It's like a superpower.
Okay, step 4, repeat out loud.
Choose a tiny scene from your clip and actually speak the dialogue out loud right along with the characters. Say the exact same lines they say and really try to copy their voice, their tone, and even their speed. By physically speaking the words out loud just like the actors do, you're using an incredibly powerful tool to remember those words faster, and you're dramatically improving your own speaking skills at the same time.
And finally, Step 5. Learn common phrases. In movies, you'll hear short, everyday sayings used repeatedly. Take phrases like, "What's up?" "Let's go," or "I'm in." I want you to read those with me slowly, right now. What's up? Let's go. I'm in. Really anchor those words to the sound of my voice. By practicing these, recognizing these everyday sayings will eventually happen instantly for you without you even having to think about it.
Section 4. Start your movie journey. So, the crucial point is this. You absolutely do not need to understand everything on your very first day. If you don't understand the whole clip immediately, that is perfectly fine. Learning is a process. I really want to emphasize one specific number here, 5. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day of regular practice is literally all it takes. No big heavy books, no boring textbook lessons. By building these tiny micro-habits, just 1 2-minute scene a day, you'll see amazing, undeniable improvements in your listening skills over just a few weeks. Consistency is absolutely your superpower here.
And that brings us to our final and definitely most important question for you today. Which 2-minute movie scene will you practice with today? I really want you to make this your active, fun, daily homework assignment. Pick a movie you love, find a short clip, and start step 1 today. You've got the tools, you have the roadmap, and I know for sure you can do this. Enjoy the process. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy watching.